Yes, boss, it's your boy 444 the world in here, back again once again. Happy to be here, happy to see you guys. Apart from my last video, I did share a lot about myself, and I'm glad I actually got a lot of that out there. I feel so much better, yo. And everybody that commented, watched it, showed support, showed love, I love you guys, like, from the bottom of my heart, man. Love you guys. So today I'm back with the 444 the world BS. Boss. I'm gonna make it a good one. So I'm gonna teach you something, all right? In today's topic, I'm gonna be talking about how I learned to finesse and how I learned how to get my ways out of situations, right? So me being an empath, and something I wanted to always talk to you guys about, when you're chosen empath, however you want to call it, you're gonna always have people that feel like, they're so good at what they do, I want to see how I can take what I can take from them. You get what I'm saying? And they want to control you and bind you and manipulate you, right? Some of the best ways how I learned how to finesse was from watching movies and actually applying it into my own life. So, prime example, Home Alone, forgot, was a Problem Child. All of these little shows I'd watch, it teaches you stuff, how to finagle your way out of situations. Now, my first actual instance where I had to learn how to finesse and stand up for myself, it was kind of messed up. So I'm gonna tell you the joke, all right? I had an uncle who passed away, my mother's brother. He passed away last year. Rest in peace to him, Uncle Fudd. You know what I'm saying? My uncle came from Jamaica and came to America, right? He overstayed his 2-week welcome. He booked his ticket to come here on a round trip and did not go back to Jamaica. He's been staying here in America since 2001, 2002, somewhere around that time frame. And from me being around him, I started learning some stuff from my uncle, and that's why I say, I'm not gonna lie, even though I don't respect my mom, I love my mom because it's a lot of different things I learned backhanded from her, and I use it and turn it against her. And if I would have never learned those little tactics, I'd be stuck, lost, and dumb. And I don't want you guys to be stuck, lost, and dumb, so that's why I'm teaching you guys this stuff, alright? My uncle, basically, when he overstayed his welcome, I always wondered, when is he going back to Jamaica, dog? Like, how long is he going to be here for? Because I remember him saying he's here for 2 weeks. 2 weeks turned into forever. You get what I'm saying? And I always hear everybody call my uncle Fudd, Uncle Fudd, Uncle Fudd. But I'm like, what is his real name? Then I found out. His real name is Dennis Walters. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. Dennis Walters, that's his real name. While in America, he got an alias name, Reginald Wells. So I'm like, dog, how this nigga got 2 names, bruh? Like, he gotta be somebody important, you get what I'm saying? So I'm young thinking and watching him like, how does he do this stuff? Now, I already took mental note. You overstayed your 2-week welcome, and then on top of that, you don't have papers here. So I'm watching you. My uncle used to always try and trick me. And when I say trick me, I mean trick me. So let's say, for example, and this is a perfect one. My mother always fries fish, steamed fish, whatever it is, escovitch fish. My mom doing everything with fish. I'm not really into fish like that. I'll eat sawfish, salmon, all of those things, but I don't really eat fish like that. I just gotta be in the mood for it. You get what I'm saying? Had some bad instances, but I don't really eat it unless it's like the tail. My uncle loves fish. Love it, love it, love it. Like, love it. You get what I'm saying? My mom told me, Damar, I'm about to go away to work, because she did like live-in work, like home health aid, CNA, all of that. Very common amongst island women. So my mom said, I'm gonna be going away, but I left some steamed fish here for you so you can eat it, right? And I'm like, I know this lady know I'm not gonna eat it, but I'm like, I'm gonna try my best. So she left, and then my uncle came to me and was like, Damar, you want the fish? I'm like, nah, you know I don't eat it. He was like, me can't take it. I was like, yeah, you could take it. He was like, don't tell your mother, say you give it to me. I'm like, I'm not gonna tell her. I didn't pay attention to how he was reacting to it, but that's another thing. You gotta open up your eyes and your mind. Pay attention to things that what people do, because I'm gonna tell you one thing I learned. Some of the biggest bullies in life and people who finesse other people, they do their foolishness right in front of you, and they feel like because they're of more or higher than the next person that you shouldn't say anything, you shouldn't get away with it, you should play dumb, play quiet, just shh, right? So you're already overstaying your welcome, doing all of this extra stuff, and I'm still watching you. I ain't saying nothing to you, you ain't do nothing to me. So my uncle's like, don't tell your mom that, you know, I ate the fish. So I'm like, I don't care. He ate the fish, killed the evidence, got rid of it, all of that. And I started noticing something. He really loves fish. So I'm like, yo, that's his thing. Then my mom made tripe and bean when she came back. I'm like, yo, I'll mash down some tripe and bean, like, for real, bro. So my uncle told me, yo, Demar, you want your tripe and bean? I was like, it's a whole pot there. He was like, oh, your mom made a pot? Huh? A pot? Yeah? Alright. So I'm eating tripe and bean. My mom know I love tripe and bean. Here's how I know my uncle finessed me. My uncle called me and pulled me to the side. He was like, Demar, it's like a little bit of tripe and bean left. You want it? I was like, yeah, I was probably going to eat it, but if you want it, just take it. He was like, no, I wouldn't want to do that to you. And then it's one of your favorite foods, you know. You're a child. You love tripe and bean, but like, you know the truth about tripe and bean, right? I was like, what do you mean the truth about it? He was like, you don't know where tripe and bean, like the tripe part come from? I was like, no. He was like, it's from the intestines. Like, so here's how my uncle finessed me. Learn what I'm about to tell you. He was like, yo, it's where the waste from the cow is, you know. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, that's what I'm eating? I was like, I don't want it. My uncle finessed me, and from there, I never really had like a strong love for tripe until I got older. I had to really realize what my uncle was doing. My uncle was finessing me. Like, I'm gonna get the fish. Fish isn't good enough. That's good, yeah, but all right, now I want tripe and bean. You get what I'm saying? It's like every little bits and thing you want to try. You get what I'm saying? And I don't do much. I don't ask for much. I don't eat much. I'm just a little chubby little kid. You know what I'm saying? Until I start watching something. Every and any little thing my uncle could figure out what he could finesse and get away with on me, he'll do it. One incident happened, and this was the game changer where I said, oh, yo, I'm going to finesse my uncle back. You feel me? We're playing outside, playing kickball. Everybody in the neighborhood playing kickball. Everybody. My turn to kick. I kick the ball, run, move around, yada, 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 right? All of a sudden, these kids kick the ball and alarms go off. So whenever alarms go off as a kid, everybody just skedaddles. Everybody goes missing. Come to find out, police gets called. I don't know who sent police to my door, but police came to my door. My door. I'm like, nah, this not right. I was like, yo, we're looking for D'Angelo. So I'm like, oh, shit. I'm be real. I was like, sorry, sir, no D'Angelo lives here. He's like, oh, what's your name? I was like, my name is Michael. He was like, do you know of D'Angelo? I was like, no, sir. My uncle came right out the living room, right from his bedroom, and seen a police officer. Mind you, he skipped his papers, like he skipped his 2 weeks, like he's not supposed to be here anymore. So he sees police, he gets scared. How you doing today, officer? How can I help you? He was like, yes, sir. This kid already helped me out. I'll just be leaving. He's like, you sure? I'll help you out, man. He was like, yeah, I'm looking for D'Angelo. He was like, this is him right here. So the officer looks back at me like, I thought you said your name was Michael. I was like, listen, sir, like, you know, my mom told me not to talk to strangers. Like, just any way to finesse my way out of the situation. He was laughing. He was like, you don't have to lie, man. He was like, listen, we got called because somebody made a complaint, said that some kids were playing kickball and you were the one who kicked the ball. So I'm like, whoa. It just showed me something. Everybody was kicking the ball out there. You get what I'm saying? Everybody was making car alarms just sound off like a fire alarm. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't making no noise, no car hit, no fire alarm, no siren, no nothing. But they want to point the finger at me, right? It showed me something about my uncle. As soon as it looked like police was there for some drastic shit, he pointed the finger at me, not knowing what the situation was. And after police said, look, man, I understand you're a kid. I was a kid before. Don't let it happen again. And for the future, don't lie to us. So I was like, yeah, man, I understand. He was like, I understand you were scared because the way how things happen. But he was like, yeah, don't do that again. My uncle said, Damar, I'm going to be honest with you. You disappointed me. You lied to a police officer. You disappointed me. I'm going to tell your mother. So I'm like, dog, you want to go tell my mom because, yeah, I know I lied to the police officer, but you're going to go tell my mother because what? Oh, I can use this and hinder it over him. That's why I learned something else about my uncle. He'll use and do anything to get a step ahead of you and get something else out the next person. I.e., if somebody wants to hear something, he going all in your ear all day long for him to get what it is he want and need from out of you. My uncle went and told my mother. I was like, bruh, I promise I'm going to catch your stupid ass for what you did. So you already swindled me. I didn't care about the fish. You already got tripe and bean and like help me make a like you kill my love for this shit. Now you went and you snitched to my mother and you're living here in the house with us. I'm like, yeah, bro. Yeah, and this is the same brother I was talking about, my mother finesse. I was like, yeah, bro, it's cool. I know exactly how we're gonna play this one out, right? Dennis Walters, Reginald Wells. I got you. Tell me how my uncle's working at a job under his alias name. It's a glass factory, literally like 4 or 5 blocks away from the apartments we lived in, right? Now, understanding what I understand in life and seeing, yo, you got this job, you don't got no papers, you using an alias name, bro, the slightest of BS could get you fired and you right back to square one, my guy. You get what I'm saying? Now, that's when I started to see something. I'm like, yo, I'm going to play some chess with my uncle. Because I already know how to fix people like you. Once I found out you don't got no papers, I seen things all day long down here where immigration and DOT come and pick up people in this game over. All because what? You don't have any paperwork. So, what I did was I made sure I ran in place for about 10 minutes and got real tired. And then I made the phone call. I'm like, I'm going to catch this nigga today. I call my uncle and I say, yo, Uncle Ford, oh God, you never believe what happened. Damar, what happened? I'm like, what happened? Uncle Ford, immigration just came to the house. Let me tell you something. When I said that man was stumbling over words, you would have thought like literally somebody was throwing words at him and the words was just fucking his whole life. Like he couldn't think. Because that's the worst thing. Nobody don't want to get caught by immigration. And you don't got no papers? I'm going to put the pressure on you. I'm going to put the clock on you for playing with me. That's when I start realizing my power. When I heard my uncle shaking on the phone like that, I was like, Uncle, you there? Yeah, Damar. I'm here. I was like, Uncle, I'm going to be honest with you. They came inside the house. When they came inside the house, they start kicking down everything. This is another thing. When people are not that smart, but do foolishness to other people, once you got that angle over them and they don't have every sector in their box checked off and you mutt that one little angle, you will see some of the biggest giants crumble and fold. My uncle act like he ain't scared of nobody. God who? I ain't afraid of, I'm Uncle Fudd. All right. You gonna know about U.S. immigration today. When I told him U.S. immigration came to the house and kicked over everything, mashed up everything, saying, yo, we know Dennis Walters, we know his alias name, we know he overstayed his 2 weeks. Every little thing he thought I never saw as a child and was able to comprehend and pick up, I already grasped that. I bust that move on my uncle when I was 11, 12. Figured out all of that. Told him about immigrant, all of that. He starts shaking. He works in a glass factory, mind you. He was like, oh my God, Damar, I don't know what I'm going to do. I was like, Uncle, I'm going to be real with you. If I were you, I wouldn't come back to this house. Because immigration is watching this house now. I'm going to play chess with you and I'm going to put the clock on you. My uncle was so scared, he really was like shaking in his boots, like pause. I'm like, yo, let me see how far I can really mutt this, bro. Because I'm really starting to understand the new power and the new understanding and knowledge that I have, right? I told my uncle that, apart from him being scared and not being able to talk properly, I'm like, yo, you there? Yeah, I can't think. I like, Uncle Ford, let me tell you this. Understand this. Once they know your name, where you work, at least they don't know where you work, thank God. But I said, yo, they tapped this phone call, so chances are they're listening to this conversation right now. My uncle knows and seen movies. He see how certain things work, so all of that plays out in his little mind. When I told him, look, I won't tell them where you work, just don't come back here. Okay, I won't come back here. All right, let's go a little bit further now, because I feel like I want to mud it a little bit more. I was like, Uncle, what is it again? You work at Northeast 187th Street, 2nd Avenue, right by the glass factory in front of Star Lakes, right? What? Why are you giving up my... Why are you telling my location? Why are you telling my location? I'm like, dog, I never seen a man like fumble and crumble like that before. It's literally, it's kind of sad, but it's kind of funny as fuck at the same time too. Because if you're evil, don't take that same practice and try and spin it back on other people. When I did that to my uncle, I know he had to been pissing through his heart. When I told him, yo, they're in a white van and I just seen a white van take off, Uncle, they coming your way at 5 o'clock. Yo, all I heard was glass shattering in the background. Knock on wood. That's how real I am with it. Glass shattering. Reginald, where are you going? Where are you going? My uncle took off, haul ass. I figured out your play. You're not supposed to be here. But for the time that you're here, you want to cause havoc in my life. I could have caused my uncle his job, bro. Then eventually I ended up laughing because I was going to mutt the hell out of that joke. You are not going to come back here to this house. And as an end result, he ended up telling my mother about what I did. He said, yo, I'm not gonna lie, DeMar broke my heart. I start crying. I never thought my own nephew would do this to me, right? You never thought somebody could be evil and do the same thing back to you. And this is, at this moment, this is when I realized my mom was a messed up person, right? My mom, like I told you in my previous videos, don't congratulate me for doing anything good, but me doing that to her brother, I was watching and taking notes of everything. My mom disciplined me, but I noticed this time when she disciplined me, it was like very lenient, like, you shouldn't be doing things like that, it's not right, it's not right. My uncle couldn't even look at me. He said, you know, I'm going outside to go have a smoke. He went outside to smoke. Literally within like not even 30 seconds of my mom hearing what I did, she ran to her room, jumped on the phone. Lord God, you don't want to believe what them are do to phone. I'm like, yo, this lady gotta be like the devil's best friend, bro. You just heard me tell you what I did to your brother. Yeah, it's a joke. You just disciplined me and said, yo, you know that IRS and all these people listening to conversations and all of this. You took it upon yourself directly, immediately after disciplining me. Yo, I'm going to go call somebody and tell them this too juicy. I was laughing, but I sat back in my room and was like, yo, what if I would have did that for real, bro? You get what I'm saying? My uncle be gone right now. And my mom probably would still be laughing, bro. When I heard that lady laugh, dog, I was like, yo, that laugh wasn't normal, dog. But I started laughing on the inside because I know, yo, that gave me a feel-good moment. People want to play with somebody and try and dominate and trample over them as much as they can, whether you're a kid, adult, whatever. People will do their best to keep you dumb, stuck, and lost for as long as they can. Never let them have that power over you. Always remember this when you watch my videos. I haven't been using Bible scriptures lately, but you know that they relate to these instances, and I could still go back and I could pull from them because I could do that. I know what I'm talking about. Just understand this, man. In life, yes, we all have to go through something, but when you choose good and you're not switching, The Lord will make your enemies your footstool. Everybody who's ever insulted me or tried me, ex-girlfriend, friend, people who didn't know me, they literally stalked my social media and my pages. You get what I'm saying? It was so bad I had to delete my last Instagram. I had to delete my last Instagram, and I deactivated my Facebook for like a year and a half. People aren't stupid for what it is that they do. They just feel like you, the little person, or whatever you are, little, big, whatever, you're never going to say anything back and you're never going to rise to the occasion. Never let anybody have anything over you to the point where they have the ability to destroy you or hold your happiness or whatever the case may be. Never let anybody bully you. Remember the story of David and Goliath. David was small. Goliath was a giant, and he knocked him out and killed him. It don't matter how big you are, you can be taken down, alright? Remember this, man. I love you guys. You guys show me a lot of love, support, respect. Let me tell you something. Everybody that writes me, everybody, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart, man. So much support and love on my YouTube, and you guys just don't know how much that make me want to keep going. So I'm gonna do my best to drop a couple videos well over these holidays for Thanksgiving. And that's another thing. You guys make sure you enjoy your time with your family, enjoy your time with yourself. You feel me? Spend time with the ones who matter. We've all lost somebody or heard of somebody who was lost to COVID. Let's take these times and cherish the moments with the ones that we love the most, alright? It's your boy Damar. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Share my content to anybody you feel like can benefit. Another thing, make sure you hit the bell notification. A lot of people ain't getting notified. Hit the bell notification, you get what I'm saying? It's your boy Damar, 444 The World. Love you guys. Peace.